On to race number 8, and we're back onto the all-weather for the 8th. Class 2 of the 1,200 metres. Decent sprint with Ugly Warrior lining up. He's won 6 of 10 starts, course and distance. Gunnison was runner-up behind Winner Supreme last time out. Dragon General down in class. He's a winner on the dirt in the past as well. Red Desert was a course and distance winner. That was back in February. Highly Proactive makes his all-weather debut. Fantasy, another one making his all-weather debut as he comes up in class. And Willpower was tried on the turf last time out. Didn't work, but he's won 3 of 5 on the dirt here over the 1,200 metres. No weight on his back either. Gunnison, Encore Boy and Magic Legends are the horses that have been up at Chungfa.
Yeah, well, certainly in this race, Ugly Warrior can go forward and also Highly Proactive. He's interested in getting onto the all-weather for the first time. He likes to race handy. He could potentially even lead this lot. Red Desert's coming off the back of some good trials. Gunnison, so the stablemates together. Magic Legend was also in that Red Desert trial. Fantasy trying the all-weather race day for the first time. Willpower, Encore Boy, Dragon General there, but maybe Highly Proactive can find the front here from 8 for Wagner Borges.
First one we're going to have a look at here is Ugly Warrior. That's him going on with it. Dragon General, he's in another race. He's the one there, the grey horse. But look, nice piece of work from Ugly Warrior, and we know he loves the surface. He's a multiple winner on it. Here's his piece again with these 3 horses. But Red Desert we're focusing on now, which is the front one. His work's been really good leading into this race, and wasn't surprised if he's surprised here at odds. Does Red Desert, a nice piece of work anyway from him. Willpower, he's been a fantastic horse on the all-weather. They tried the turf last start. He ran okay, but we know he's a lot better here on the all-weather, and the blinkers will go on him for the first time as well.
All right, well, let's start off with him then, or stay with him. Willpower, and we'll hear from trainer Douglas White.
Willpower, Douglas. The turf 1400, was that just not the right thing last time out?
Yeah, I think so. I still believe that he can handle the turf. I just think that being ridden closer to the pace, which we took advantage of the lightweight and the good draw. And I think he's just a one-dimensional horse. You know, he's got to give them some start, and he loves to have the last crack at them. So it was a good experience last time. I think he ran with credit considering. He's back to his pet distance and surface. So look, it's a very competitive field. He's been given a hiding by a couple of them already, but the horse remains in good enough form to come back to the races.
What about putting the blinkers on here?
Just to keep him a bit more focused. As I'm sure everyone has been able to see that, you know, the last couple of runs on the dirt, he's got a little bit further out of contention than I would have liked. And we popped them on for a trial at Happy Valley, and they seem to put a spring in his step. So look, if he can get away and be a length or two closer than what he has been on the dirt, that's going to hold him in good stead to be a bit closer at the finish.
Terrific.
All right, that's Willpower. So he hasn't done much wrong on the dirt so far. We can see him in action, in actual fact, here running third with Gunnison second, and Encore Boy doing what he does, Tom, as well, get back and try and finish off.
Yeah, they went quite quick here. Of course, the winner getting out and rolling along strongly, Winner Supreme. Gunnison, he always tries hard. He never normally runs a bad race, this horse. He's had a few quiet barrier trials all up at Chungfa. Coming into this has Gunnison. Willpower, he stayed on okay there. He's the course and distance specialist. I don't think it was a complete flop on the turf last time out. The one I'd be taking out of that race is Encore Boy. Feel like he's interesting. We've seen a lot of those Ricky Yu horses come back from Chungfa after winning trials. He's one of them.
Yeah, and he's been going pretty well up there. It's a good race, this one. I think Gunnison has definitely got an opportunity, and Willpower's going well.
All right, OK, we'll keep moving then. Fantasy, I thought he was a really interesting move, moving him onto your weather, Paul. He's had a good season so far, winning 3 of his 9, but runner-up 4 times as well.
Very consistent, isn't he? With 7 out of his 9 starts, first or second. Look, the horse has definitely got plenty of ability. It's just a question mark coming to this race on the all-weather into Class 2, but look, he's going well, there's no question.
And he was beaten by a horse on that occasion who'd been threatening to win Highland Fortune. They pretty much raced side by side. Fantasy, he's in on a very, very minor line.
OK. No doubt about Ugly Warrior in his class. He carries top weight here, 130 pounds. Now, he hasn't won this season, but overall his record, Tom, is outstanding with those 6 course and distance wins.
His last win was off 92 points. Here he's rated 93. That win was at this meeting last year, so he's coming into this fresh. Hasn't been seen since the 19th of February behind Big Time Baby. I thought he's trialled well enough. You could see he pushed out a little bit there late. Thought top weight with 130 pounds. A few other horses that around him with lighter weights. Thought there'd be a few that could potentially roll him here.
Yeah, I expect him to go quite well, though. He's as the class horse, and that trial was good. And here's Encore Boy as well. Now, this is the trial that Tom was alluding to earlier on. He went quite nice. It's only a 3-horse trial, so it's hard to take what you want out of it. But he hit the line strongly enough. Yeah,
and he pops up at time to time, decent prices. He's currently at 9.8 here. Thought he was held together nicely there. As I mentioned before, Ricky Yu horses seem to be thriving up at Chung Fa. They've been winning trials, coming back here, and then winning on race day.
All right, Red Desert and Magic Legend here. Now, Red Desert does have a win over Willpower as well, Paul, but both of them trialled all right here.
Yeah, they did. Now, I'm going to make Red Desert my each-way play here. It's currently 11 chance. I'd really like the way he's been working leading into this race. He's probably the second one of the John size with Joe Marrero riding Gunnison. That's why we're going to get a bit of a price with him, but he's losing nothing with Chad Schofield on.
Yeah, he's beaten Willpower, this horse, before, but in prior runs he's also been beaten by Encore Boy. He's my Quinella horse in the race. Magic Legend in that trial is first up for 204 days. I just want to see him here. He was caught wide last time out and battled.
All right, OK, but Gunnison, Paul, is the favourite, the other of the size runners.
Yeah, he is, and I've got him in the numbers, but I'm going to take a chance with the other one, the second one here, Red Desert, and this is the O'Cooley Trophy, and it's owned by Ronald O'Cooley, this horse, so hopefully he can present the trophy to himself. He's on top to beat Willpower, Ugly Warrior and Gunnison, 5, 9, 1 and 2. Happy each way, the 5.
Yeah, I'm with the 4 on top here, Encore Boy for Ricky Yu and Antoine Hamlin. Battled fairly last time out, but overall he's been pretty honest. 5 wins from his 32 starts, 5 seconds, 7 thirds, 4 fourths, and he won that trial up at Chung Fa. So he's on top to beat 5 Red Desert, 9 Willpower and 1 Ugly Warrior. So 4, 5, 9 and 1.
Really good race, the 8th. I'd take a chance here with Fantasy switching serves. A good race to find to make your all-weather debut, but I think he might be up for it. That's race number 8. Right, race number 9 up next for us. Class 4 over the 1,400 metres. We're back with that next.